Okay, well, it's appeared an hour later than normal, but the weekend mission is here. It's the 31st of July. Hello, Mercury. Calamity has befallen us, Portal-Adept. 1,000 Korvax souls have been severed from the Convergence. The result of a fellow traveller's ambition exceeding their grasp. Hesperus was working with the Korvax to try to simulate the Abyss itself. It came for them instead. If Hesperus returns to us, do you believe we can still trust them? They have much to answer for. I'm going to declare my trust. I hope you are right, Portal-Adept. Hello, Ariadne. Anything to say? No. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, it's actually a nice planet. Oh, it's some bad storms though. Go to the space station. You try not to land in it. Failed. Just in case it's a monolith with some things. It is not. Okay, I'm not seeing any knowledge stones, which is very annoying. Oh, it's good to have my Superman on steroids mod back working again. Can move around fast once again. Which is particularly useful on planets like this that seem to have basically nothing on it. Where are my knowledge stones? It's a very, very bumpy planet. Aha, there's one. I saw you. The stone greets me with a repellent audio frequency, just like a note out of tune. It is as though it has been calibrated for someone else. Relief sweeps over me as the pitch of the sound bends, becoming a pleasant and harmonious musical chord. In my mind, each note of the chord associates itself with the shape of a glyph. Oh, another one right there. See, to me, finding these stones is the most difficult part of the weekend missions. My head swims as I approach the stone, reeling of a sense of déjà vu. Have I seen this exact stone before, awake or in a dream? I remember pressing my palm against the stone's surface as I do again now. Remember the short glyph sequence revealing itself, as it does again now. Just show me the same one I've already used. You're not meant to do that. You're meant to clear away when I've used you. Oh, there's loads of them now. They're everywhere. Oh no, those aren't them. That's why they're the artifact fragments. I really wish they'd use a different icon for the artifact fragments at ruins. It's very confusing. Oh good, two right next to each other. The face of this stone streaked by dark stains suggests a strange history. It is as though once long ago it rested deep on the ocean floor. Something viscous clings to my glove. Although the carvings themselves are long eroded, the nature of this stone's inscription suddenly becomes obvious, imprinted for eternity in the grime, a short sequence of glyphs. Where's my shit? Storm is wrecking my visibility. Oh my word, I went quite a distance again. Portal looms above me, keeping a silent vigil over the planet. Readying myself to enter the recorded coordinates, I think of this structure's twin guarding the distant, disturbed world. Let's go to the distant, disturbed world, shall we? "7 minutes that took, even with my Superman on Storage mod. I'd be willing to bet whatever we're collecting this week, and for the first time I actually don't know. It will take me less time, I betcha. I do know about the rest of the text for the next few weeks, but the actual missions I'm not sure. Like what we're actually collecting, I don't know. Ooh, it's monochromatic. It's been a while since I've been on a monochromatic planet. This is a toxic anomaly. Communication stations. I'm loving the lighting now of underwater stuff. Right, okay, so the communication station is right off. Really? Disturbance even. How far away are you? Not very, that's good. Glad I don't have to leave atmosphere for once. I'll come to that in a second. Oh, you seem to be underwater. I don't know what this... Ah! I don't know what this says, to be honest. Audio... music first time. What? I think it's just an advert for something or other. Usually forget to do this. Ah, what? They put some down, why can't I? So mean. The corruption welcomes me, claiming that it has met me time and time again. I hear it static in my mind now. It demands gifts. It claims to have given me so many. Oh crikey, Meaty Chunks. Alright, so I'm searching for animals to kill. I don't really funny, but so far I have not seen a single animal. Meaty Chunks. Yes, thank you. Very helpful. Don't think you can get Meaty Chunks from any underwater animals, and I'm not even seeing any underwater animals. This video might actually be longer than I expected. I love how they've timed this particular mission with this week where everyone's been moaning that animals have stopped appearing on various planets for them. Like as all I've seen all over Facebook, have they removed the animals from the game? And I haven't had time to test it out, to be honest, but it's not looking great, is it? It might be that it's the middle of the night, who knows, because it's a monochromatic planet. Quite often in the middle of the night you don't really get that many animals. You get one nocturnal species, sometimes two. Okay, I think that I'm going to go to a different planet. Where's my ship? Over there. I'm going to go to a different planet and get some animal meaty chunks from the different planet. I almost feel like this is sort of a trick, a test or whatever, to see how many people will actually think to go to a different planet. By the looks of it. Right, what type of planet is that? A hot planet. I like how some of these, these are all already coming up, as though I've scanned them when I haven't. That is odd. Plus the fact that it's 90 meaty chunks, like most of the time you're after either 16 of something or 60. I don't think I've seen 90 as the number before. I mean, I could have just cheated and taken some of it out of my freighter, but that would destroy the point of this video, really, wouldn't it? I suppose it's almost cheating going to a different planet, but I don't care. And it's night time. Great. Just land. What do you mean landing sequence unavailable? Okay. I find when it comes to animals, it's best, or fauna I should say, it's best not to rush around too much. I find that they sometimes take a while to load in. Like, I mean, I'm on a PC where basically everything loads in really, really quickly. But even then, I mean, since I switched to my PC from my PlayStation, I don't think I've ever actually noticed anything load in, because it's loaded in way in the distance. But yeah, animals, for some reason, it's a different story. I think they're only generated if you're in a particular area for a while. Of course, none of them are spawning at the moment because it's the middle of the night, but I was hoping for something at least. Oh, a curious deposit. Oh, it's not! It looks like a curious deposit, but it's actually part of this tree. If nighttime could please finish, that would be awesome. In case you didn't know, by the way, these things that explode at you, you can collect oxygen from these little bits around them. And once you've done all three, then destroy it for more oxygen. I do also quite like that with the new lighting effects, some stuff's more obvious, like the heptaloid wheat. I can see that from a mile off, especially in the dark. I mean, look, I can see a ton of, I think, selenium in the distance there. Yep, selenium. Yeah, I'm really liking these new lighting effects, and look, there's tons of selenium over there. I mean, that's got to be like a good 1,000 U away. Let's test it. Yeah, solution will do. Oh. Okay, so now if I go over to those, okay, and look back towards the, no, I've lost it, it's not coming up. Maybe it doesn't show if it's your own, I don't know. I knew I should have put a signal booster. Or a save beacon, I should have done. Alright, so that's showing up. I don't think I'm going to find it again, to be honest. The point is if we land, I can still see that from here, and it's once again not showing me the distance. That's really annoying. Seriously, that is so aggravating. Ah, whatever. Right, I'm giving up on this planet. It doesn't seem to be spawning any animals or even turning into daytime. They look a lot like the eggs. not be this difficult to find meaty chunks. Yeah, this planet is going to help. Planets to be up around. Sure, there was another one over there. Right, frostbound. Let's see if that's got some animals. Oh dear. I'm just getting really unlucky with the day-night cycle. Let's try to alleviate that. Where's the sun? The star, I should say. God knows. I have absolutely no idea where it is. Right, I feel like it's sort of lighter that way. Yes. Right, so in theory, if we land on this side of the planet, it should be daytime. In theory. I don't really think it works that way, but let's give it a go. This is looking like a whole lot of water to me, which is not helpful. I need a continent. This looks slightly more promising. Slightly. At least it's daytime. Yeah, I'm starting to think that fauna genuinely is not spawning at all. The game, the most recent update, has somehow messed that up. I've seen lots and lots of comments on Facebook regarding this, and I was shrugging it off as people just being unlucky. Hello, a grave. As people just being unlucky, but maybe there's something in this. Already got all the glyphs. I wish these would give you something once you've got all the glyphs. I've already got them all. I've achieved nothing. Come on, animals. One way to test, because underwater animals tend to appear quite easily compared to normal ones. I'll just swim around a bit and nothing appears. Right, okay. So at least we know the underwater animals are in fact appearing. I'm just getting salty fingers from them though, that's not what I want. Right, now the underwater animals appearing doesn't prove anything about the land animals though, so really do need for some land animals to appear. This is genuinely ridiculous. I can't believe I'm not finding a single animal. Curious deposits. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. To be fair, I've already got quite enough of all of these. I've got quite enough of every item in the game, to be fair. Okay, this is already a 30-minute video. What I thought was going to take about 3 minutes. Okay, I'm officially giving up on this planet as well. I'm sure there must be a planet in this system that has animals. And if we discover that that is not the case, then I'm going with the theory that the latest update messed something up. Never had such a hard time finding animals before. There's not going to be anything on an airless planet. They're unpopulated. I swear we've been to this hot planet. Are there two hot planets? Yes. I feel like my bedroom is a hot planet right now. It's boiling in here. I'm noticing that space encounters don't appear to, well, appear when you're through a portal. I don't know if I'm right about that, but it certainly seems that way. Right, this looks like darkness to me. Let's find the light source. Okay, now around buildings like this there typically are animals. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking something that's messed up. Ah! Animals! Yay! Finally. Meaty Chunks. Excellent. There is definitely something off about it all though. The frequency at which they're spawning is incredibly low. There's some organic rocks. Quarry. It says average fauna, but this is certainly not average. And it said average on the other planets where nothing actually appeared. Meaty Chunks out of it, 90 needed. And it's night time. Thanks. Alright, look, let's face it, we can barely find any animals during the light. We're certainly not going to do it in the night time. We're looking at planet Dridler. This is where the animals seem to be spawning, in case you need to know if when you do this. This is only planet. I mean, I think this is the last planet I checked, and this is the only one that seems to be spawning any at all. So I would recommend coming here. find the best tactic for getting animals to spawn is to find a piece of land that's relatively flat and large. Like this area has got a decently sized amount of flat space. Just hang around for a while. If nothing spawns within like 30 seconds, let's move a short distance away and try again. Oh my word, that ripped through mine. While I'm waiting for some animals to spawn, and yes, a mod has allowed me finally to expand my technology slots. Yeah, while I'm waiting, having this many is very super helpful, right? Because of the adjacency bonus that they all give each other, these last a lot longer than just having one of each. Right? This planet is still ripping through it quite dramatically, but it would be going a lot faster if I only had one of each. I've tested it on quite a few different planets, and it is definitely the case that the more of them you've got in a box next to each other, like this, the longer it lasts by quite a large margin. So if you can spare the space, add some more of them. There's no reason to only have one, unless you need the space. This belief that some people have that you only need one of them and that having more doesn't achieve anything, that comes from a fortnight where it didn't work, like it was messed up, and they fixed it and nobody realised they'd fixed it. By that point everyone had decided that, because I think it was as Beyond hit, or possibly next, can't remember which, but yeah, there was a fortnight when one of the main updates dropped where it didn't work properly, they didn't boost each other, and it would only drain one, and everyone just decided, oh, that must be how it works now. I'm like, no, that's not how it works now, it was a bug, and they fixed it. So it's all about what your priorities are in regards to survival over having more space to put stuff in your inventory. But if you're on PC, I highly recommend getting the mod that does this. You see how long this one thing is lasting on what's actually a really severe planet? That's not the one I want. I love this flamethrower. Cooking the dinner for me. Sorry, my friend. Right, none of you gave me what I wanted. Not a single one of you. Oh, nighttime again. The hell, all I did was go into my menu. Right, so what I'm getting is that there's a very short period of time where the correct animals will appear. Yeah, in case you didn't realise, there's many of the animals on certain planets will only appear at certain times of the day. I mean, it used to just be as simple as one group in the morning, another group in midday, another in the afternoon, and one at night. So there were like four time periods with potentially different groups of animals. But I think it's gotten a little bit more complicated than that now. I don't think it fits in with 4 specific points of the day-night cycle. I think it's just a set amount of time that can start and end at random points in the day-night cycle. Once again, nighttime is not my friend, so... Oh, Lord, this has already taken 40 minutes. Where is the sun? I'm guessing the sun has literally gone to the other side of the planet, which would make sense because that would be why it's nighttime. You see light? There's our light. Right, if I go over here, which is the direction the sun seems to be going in, then I might get a longer day. When you get a seamless landing like that. Right. Come on, this looks like prime real estate for animals to spawn in. Spawn, damn you. Fine. Right, this isn't particularly flat land, so I doubt they'll spawn here. This seems relatively flat, maybe they'll spawn here. Oh, I actually saw that lot load in there. For God's sake, it should not be this difficult. I think a part of the problem might be that my character's too fast. It doesn't give the animals time to load in because I'm moving away too quickly. This is actually ridiculous. This might actually be the longest I've spent on a weekend mission since back before they were weekend missions. Back when they were just 9 or so weeks of community research missions. Because those were very detailed. It wasn't a case of simply collecting an item. There was all sorts you had to do. Meaty Chunks, thank you. Right, more of you please, before it turns to darkness, which I can already see it doing. See, the little dot is supposed to disappear when they're dead as well, and it's not doing that anymore. on, I'm losing daylight. I'm getting there. Albeit very slowly. Where'd you go? There was another one. There was another one, I saw two. Ah, no. Oh, you're a faster thing, aren't you? See what I mean about staying in one area being the best option rather than moving around too much? Right, I've now got 72 out of 90, so I'm nearly there. So this will be where I go back to the monochromatic planet that all this was on, and there'll be like thousands of animals littering the whole place. So you think about how long I've been on this planet not recharging this. That lasted ages. Please make 90. Oh, you flew miles. Two. I need two more. Come on, one more animal, please. Especially as a sentinel to get aggressive. Huzzah, I've got enough. Right. Let's go over here. Pull my ship in. It only took me 50 minutes to get to this point. Alright, back to the original planet, and we shall finally complete this mission. Yeah, whatever, mate. Right, it's all the way over there, we're not going to get there in time. Oh, you could have at least waited until they were actually here to drop me out. That my Facebook has gone off the rails while I've been recording this. Always seems to be the way. Whenever I'm doing a video I get 30 to 90 different messages. Notifications I meant, sorry, I tend to get about 10 messages. I meant notifications. Planet Korvax was not here. Do you know what? I suspect that whoever Korvax is, they were here. Well, and he's made a base, so he's definitely here. Made a base right at the Y. Why, Corvus? Why? The corruption welcomes me, claiming that it has met me time and time again. I hear the static in its mind now. It demands gifts it claims to have given me so many. Okay, let's offer the 90 meaty chunks at last. The anomaly ceases. I think back to Mercury's doubts, to the failures of Hesperus. My fellow travellers are doing their best. We must help each other, I know. And with the thought, another slithers down my spine. It is not my own. It is a voice within me. I must help it. What could that mean, I wonder? Okay, back to the portal, and then we shall go and claim our prize. Where is it? Mark the portal, damn it! You cannot return to the portal if you do not mark the portal. It's over that communication station's in the way, that's one. I love that the rainbow jets on the back of my ship show which colours are blotted out on these planets and what it does to the other colours. Right, how come everyone but me can place these communication stations? I don't get it. Look at all of these that have appeared while I've been doing this. And yet I try to place one. Oh, now it lets me. How odd. Didn't let me before, but now it does. It's super strange. Anyway. Oh, that sure was an adventure. I reckon that the storyline that I know about is probably another 2, maybe 3 weekends. It gets even more interesting than it has been. Lots of twists and turns. There's a lot more going on than you realise. I'm sure that it will all be explained in due time. I don't think there is an incoming storm, I'm in space. Although it would be pretty cool to have space storms. Why am I going all the way over there when I can just call it to me? Huzzah! If the rest of you could please hurry up and keep doing Nexus missions to unlock new stuff, because I have everything and want some new stuff. And the next, like, what is it? We got 3 more plants coming after these figurines, and then 2 more starship trails. And then I think you guys have finally caught up with me. I've had all this stuff for like a year. These 3 are new though, but I didn't even need to buy them because I'd already unlocked them the proper way. So I'm assuming they're going to put a bunch of title ones in here. I would quite like them to put the titles that require you to die, because I don't want to die to unlock titles. I have not yet died in this 6,000 hour save. I don't really want to die just for the sake of gaining a few titles. Why has that reverted me anyway? I had the Immortal. Why has the Immortal disappeared? Maybe I didn't save it. Who knows? There it is. Yeah, if we go right the way to the end, all of these require you to die. Alright, so incinerated die because of the cold, because of the hot even, the frozen die because of the cold, irradiated and corroded, obviously toxic and radioactive. The hunted, I believe, is being killed by either pirates or monstrosities, I forget. Drowned, obviously drowning. Exhausted, I think, is just your life support running out. Purified, that would be sentinels, surely. The unfortunate is bound to be blowing yourself up with your own grenade. Or possibly the reckless might be that, I don't know. The consumed, not sure. And the watched, I'm also not sure. Maybe consumed is being killed by something underwater. Or maybe that's the monstrosity one. I don't even know. Point is I do not want to die to unlock a few titles. So I'm hoping that they arrive in the Quicksilver Merchant. Okay, well, thanks for watching the weekend mission, and I shall see you next time.